This is a certified hood classic.
Baba Booey.
Sorry, Flush's comment got me there. All rise, order in the court. It is time. We got a case. There's the logo.
Oh, God, I came out of nowhere and scared me to death.
I found it. We have it pre-programmed now. The guys in the truck, they're actually making up for all the.
Now they want to be friends.
Yeah, now it just instantly appears like that. And they said, hey, if you can time that out right when you go live, it'll just pop right up and it'll look cool. And I was like, all right, well, I'll try it. I think it worked out pretty good.
Do anything once at least.
Yeah, why not?
Speaking of doing thing once, welcome to We Got a Case. Creed, we are coming into this one with lovin's that, every once in a while you think you found the one, and you find out you did. You found the one that will probably kill you in your sleep.
By one, do you mean that you thought it was a guy and it ended up being a goy?
No. He's a goy, all right. He's a goy.
He's a goy. Well, I'm ready. I started out my Florida Friday today with a call from a weird Florida number, and I answered it. I never answered the phone.
Who was it?
I was like, who would be calling me from Florida?
Ryan Seacrest.
NASCAR. And I said, hey, thanks. And, these ticket people are nice, and they're good to go through. But I said, hey, thanks. But all these tickets that I buy all year, I get them from a third party way cheaper than you can give them to me for. They don't like to hear that, but it's true. I mean,
it's very hot here today, by the way.
Oh my God. Yeah. Creed has like this much more. Yeah. We'll say about this much more mowing to do. And I might just wake up really early to do that tomorrow. However, I'm supposed to be going to the casino tomorrow for my parents' 51st. That's 5-1. 51st anniversary. 50.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
That's what we're doing tomorrow. Getting court going, but I want to say hello to everybody and hello to Dave.
Dave,
take anything you got.
Quick programming note.
Yes.
3:00 today, you can catch Judge Cedric Simpson dealing with a bond, Creed, of $1 million.
Oh, my God.
$1 million. So make sure you check that out at 3. And today at 5:10, there is a quickie with our good friend Judge Middleton before members only. So make sure you check that as well over there on Credence and Mikey, home of everything.
And home of the $20 from Donna.
Ooh.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you, Lucy.
It's time for court. Awkward silence.
Well, it's that way sometimes. This lady does not look well.
Yeah. Is that the goy?
No. I don't think
That's
so,
goy?
at least. And that's a ceiling.
Mr. Womble?
Womble. That's no.
Mr. Womble?
Ronnie loves Mambo. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Womble?
Still too expensive on eBay to buy even.
I'm going to need you to get your face in the frame, please.
Is he skydiving?
Yes. Skydiving. Shelly, thank you.
All right. This is case number 23PO 5291. Raquel Queen versus Stephen Patrick Womble. I understand that you all met with the facilitator from the Women's Resource Center and we're unable to reach a consent agreement. And so now we're going to have a hearing. I'm going to need both of you to unmute and raise your right hand, and then I'm going to swear you in, and then I'm going to explain the process a little more.
He's totally
Please unmute
boxers
first.
Underneath, right? Polo boxers. Court.
I'm sorry.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down and you can both mute yourself again for a moment. So the petitioner has the burden of proof, and so the petitioner will go first. I'm going to need everyone to always stay in frame this whole time during the hearing so I can see your faces. All right. Because you're both self-represented, I'm going to be sort of asking questions myself to, make sure you understand what I need to hear from both of you as far as like the relevant parts of the story. And then I will give you all an opportunity, after each other testifies, to tell me what questions you want me to ask the respondent or the petitioner. Okay.
Pamela.
I don't like in these cases you all to have direct contact when you're self-represented. So that's the way it's going to work. If you have exhibits that you've submitted to the court, we will take a look at them. If you have witnesses that are ready to testify, I will listen to them as well. All right, this is a stalking petition that was filed on June 5th, 2023. The order was filed on June 8th, 2023,
Just look at it.
and
We can just grant
it was served on June 16th. Mr. Womble, if you could find a seat and stay there, please, because you're making me sick with all the motion and the moving of the camera.
What? He's got to take a walk outside.
You
Thank you so
make
much,
me
sir.
sick, Mr.
I
Wombo.
appreciate it. Okay.
I've been
so-
waiting all day, ma'am. I apologize.
Waiting
It's
all
hot
day.
out, and I'm an AC guy, and I did not realize this was going to be like this.
Yep, I said it at the beginning of the calendar, and we have been working
Yeah,
all
yeah,
day
I heard
ourselves.
you.
We've
I
been
heard
working
you.
all day.
Why are we not inside then? I don't understand
Yeah,
why we
why
just
are you-
waited all day to go outside where it's hot.
Are you in
Very
a where's he staying at? The YMCA? He can't like be inside. Is there children around? He's working at a daycare and he had to come outside. I mean,
It doesn't make sense.
he's very strange, Mr. Wombo, already.
I don't know. I'm already getting strange vibes,
Okay, Miss,
as
please
they say. We can't do YouTube videos without saying vibes a lot, just so you know. Just crowbar it in whenever you can.
go ahead and mute yourself, Mr. Wombo. Mrs. King, you can unmute yourself. All right, Miss King, if you could please state your name.
Raquel King.
All right, Miss King. How do you know Mr. Wombo?
I've known him since I was 17, my whole life.
How do you know him?
Wow.
I know him as a previous boyfriend.
So her
Okay.
life started at 7.
And when did you all date?
On and off for the past however many years since I was 17, maybe about
Okay,
almost 30.
Almost 30
Okay,
years
on and
off
off.
and on.
17 years. Okay.
Damn.
And did you all ever live together?
No,
Okay.
Well, then say that. That's not what he said, though. At all. It's hot outside.
All right.
At first, I thought he was like an
And,
air conditioner
why did
repair
you file
guy.
this stalking petition?
too,
What's
yeah.
been going on?
thank you, Your Honor, for your time today and for your patience. Basically, I've set personal boundaries that Mr. Womble has chosen to repeatedly cross. He's made threats against my life, and my peace is gone. His behavior has escalated to the point of road rage, and that's not safe for anybody. And so I'm afraid of what can come next. It's a shame that we have to be here today, given the history that he and I have. But I'm asking that the court extend this TPO order so that Mr. Womble will not contact me directly in any way for the next 12 months.
All right, just a moment, please. I'll be right back with you all.
Oh, wow. Well, she does that.
Code
Let's take-
Brown or
Let's take a second to just tell each other. What'd you think about Mr. Wombo? He seems like a pretty nice guy, right?
well, he can't sit still. That's for sure. Got to keep moving things.
Does he stay in like a castle? Because it looks like, I mean, are we in the courtyard of the
I
castle?
apologize.
It's not a
No,
Ms.
you're
courtyard.
King,
fine.
what,
You're fine.
when did you first communicate to Mr. Womble that you didn't want to have any contact with him?
It's hard to say. I've done it I've done it so many times.
Well, let's talk about the latest time.
But the latest that I specifically said, do not contact me. It may have been November in November.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
quick.
how did you communicate that?
Heather, thank you. You're making very fine decisions on this Friday, I tell you. Welcome.
That is a incredible decision. you will never regret. I promise you.
For at least a
Never.
month.
For at least a month, yeah.
In person, via text, over the phone?
To be honest, I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how I communicated that. It's been mostly texting since November. And then I did block him. And then there was another situation.
When did you block him? I'm sorry.
I blocked him in November.
Okay. And what's been going on since November?
Since November, the coming to my house.
When did that happen?
That was in November. That's what prompted the first police report that I filed.
What
And-
happened? What happened in November?
He came to the house.
I mean, what was he doing at the house?
Uninvited. He came to the house and knocked.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you called the police and the police told him what?
No,
Same day?
he was not there. I just told the police that he had come to the house uninvited.
Okay, had you told him not to come to the house?
Had I told him? No, I did not tell him to not come to the house.
Okay, let me go ahead and say something here. I don't want anyone.
Dave, thank you for the 5 votes. I can't keep up with the case because I'm reading your guys' amazing comments.
Here comes her laying down the law and head shaking, Creed.
Oh, now it's head shaking. All right. You guys are cracking me up in the chat. I'm sorry.
World's most dangerous chat.
I mean, Jesus. So much so I can't even listen to the damn case. Anyways, let's listen to them get scolded. I like that. I like when they get yelled at.
Shaking their head during someone else's testimony. I want everybody to keep their face neutral while the other person's testifying, because when we're here on Zoom, I can see everything. Okay. So I know it's hard, but I don't need people nodding or shaking their heads or rolling their eyes or doing anything demonstrative. Thank you. All right. Miss King, I'm sorry. So he came to the house uninvited in November. You blocked him in November. And then what happened? What contact was there, if any, after that?
Just the phone calls and the emails came because once you block someone, their number shows up as unknown. So the communication was just from other avenues.
I see. And how long did that, and I'm sorry to interrupt so much.
That's okay.
So was it,
What time we do it?
I'm trying to figure out like how often the communication was, when did it, has it been continuous? Does it go in fits and starts? When's the, you can tell me more about that.
It's and I don't have, my short-term memory is not very good dealing with what I'm having to deal with, but I would say continuous text messages and just sporadic. I wouldn't say that it was, on a daily basis, but once he would contact and, he would get a response from me, then it was continuous. And I had blocked him up until the recent road rage incident.
Oh.
But I unblocked him to sort of allow him to just vent and communicate and say what he needed to say. It's
You guys are right. She's saying things, but she ain't saying a damn thing so far. This is
The part
odd.
about right off the bat, she's like, he came to my house. What did he do when he got to your house? He knocked on the door. Did you tell him not to come to your house? No, but he just showed up. And what did the police do when they got there? Well, he was gone. So I told him they had been there.
I mean, you know the
Okay.
guy since you were 17. Yeah, he might show up at your house once in a while. I don't
mean,
know what to tell you.
No defense of stalking, but if you've known the guy since you were 17, you've messed with him off and on for 30 years,
Right.
you kind of know what you're dealing with this dude. I'm sure he didn't just get this way. She's dealing with what she's dealing with.
Let's hope she has some receipts, something.
You unblocked him before the road rage or after? I'm sorry.
It was after. It was after.
Dramatic.
Can you tell me about the road rage incident?
I was coming home late at night. It was around 10 o'clock at night. And I came to a stoplight where he was. And the moment that the light turned and we proceeded to the next light, he got out of his vehicle, hit my vehicle, yelled obscenities at me, got back in his vehicle and drove away. And I was just, as I am right now, just shocked.
Okay, and that happened on May 20th?
May 20th, yes.
Micah, can you break that road rage incident down other than the fact that
So,
they showed up at the same
They
stoplight?
both appeared at the same light. I don't know if we're insinuating that possibly he was stalking her and followed her to said light, but they sped to the next light. He got out and he gave her the tongue lashing, not the good kind. But
Too
the
sweet,
kind where
apparently
you
on
yell.
and off since she was 17. So
30 years of on and off relationship that they never even moved together. So it was just a sexual relationship, is from what I can understand. I mean, if you never moved in together, it's just about the sex, right?
That's quite a road rage incident. All right.
Okay, I want to go back to when you said like the text messages would happen sporadically after November. And you said that you would give him a response. What was the response? Was it don't contact me anymore, or what was it?
The responses have been, yes, stop contacting me, stop threatening me.
It's been off and on sporadically since November. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Ty. Good to see you.
Since this protective order has been in place, ma'am, have you had any contact from him?
I have not. He has texted me. And I submitted
She told you not to do that.
Evidence.
Stop
Okay,
shaking
do we
your
have
head.
evidence? Do you see evidence in this case, Madam Clerk?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please pull it up?
Oh, we have
Thank you.
evidence. Wait a minute.
Woo, finally. And no
Hold
phone
up.
numbers. We're in good shape.
Wait a minute.
All right, I'm gonna have to pull it up
Maybe.
myself. I can't. I don't know what's going on with my Zoom and the shared screen. Let me just
All I ever did was love you, and I thought you needed help.
I will never receive what you're sending. What?
And you were really robbing me and seeking revenge. You throw me away like I'm garbage. My death is your responsibility. Never forget, you pushed me too far.
Okay.
I don't mean to laugh at that, but it's funny. Sorry.
okay.
Oh, Cricket.
And this was a
Cricket.
this is a text message you received from Respondent, ma'am.
That is a text message that I received from the respondent. Yes.
Okay. And
Okay.
Mr. Womble, you can unmute. And do you have any objection to this? You don't need
Yeah.
to tell me about
Yes.
it. I don't
Yes,
want to
I
hear.
do.
Okay, I
I
don't want
do.
to hear.
This was prior
Mr.
to me
Womble?
receiving paperwork.
Mr. Womble, let me make something clear here. When I'm talking, you're not talking, okay?
Damn, Wombo.
I am going to explain something to you, sir. Thank you. When I say I have an do you have an objection? I am not talking about whether you want to explain it or tell me about it. I understand that you probably want to, and you will have an opportunity to do so.
Oh, he's ready.
I am asking you if you have a legal
He's shot out of a
objection to
cannon.
this text
Chuck knows
message.
what I'm
I
talking
will
about.
hear what your objection is now, if you have one.
Yes, I do.
And what is it?
That was written before I received any paperwork.
Okay, that sounds like testimony, and I will hear that later.
Okay.
Um,
Well, that's,
I am-
that's what-
Okay, thank you. You can go ahead and mute yourself again. I am going to admit this, and I will hear testimony from Mr. Womble about it as well. Okay, go ahead, Ms. King.
PP check from Carol. PP check from Carol.
I received that as the last text message from Mr. Womble. And since then, I have not received any other communication from him.
Okay. And Ms. King, do you believe, are you asking this court to extend the 12-month order in this case?
I am begging the court, I'm begging the court to please extend this order so that he will not contact me directly in any way.
Begging.
Okay. And is that because you're feeling unsafe?
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't you hear her say she's
All
shocked?
right. Thank you very
Shocked.
much, Ms. King. I'm now, actually, yes, all right, Mr. Womble, you can unmute, and if you have any questions for Ms. King, you can ask me to ask her questions. I'm going to probably filter them or make sure that they're relevant. And also, you will
Can you
have
stop
ample
for a
time to.
second? Sorry. I'm sorry. I got to the PP and got very confused. All right. So, we like to thank everybody. So, thank you to Carol for 20 bones in the PP. But then, whose birthday is it today? Is somebody in the chat's birthday? I mean, I don't know what name you might go by in our chat. And I want to thank you properly for being so. I mean, we've always talked about people sending us money on their birthday. Happy birthday! But whose birthday is it like right now that sent this
Anybody?
PP over? Whose birthday is it?
Come clean.
I need to know.
Anybody?
Anyone? Is it your birthday?
Anybody's birthday today?
Because I mean,
While we wait,
is it Chandra's birthday? Whose birthday is it?
Rot.
I mean, I don't want to.
We're all
thank
saying
you.
happy birthday in the chat, but we don't know whose
I mean,
birthday it is.
I'll type it over here. You know, maybe you can tell me. Oh yeah, that's so and so.
Okay. Well, here's the thing: we don't want to give out, people's other.
Yeah, their real names and things like that. So that's why I'm being like kind of cryptic about who it is. So I don't.
Birthday today? Is that a joke? Whose birthday is it? Yes, with a real Slim Shady. Please stand up. By the way, I've starred 3 of Dave's comments that could not be displayed. That we
Look in the private chat real quick
afterwards. Not sure.
Okay. All right, we're gonna skip it for now until somebody comes by and
Until
tells
we
us.
figure out whose birthday it is.
Yeah. I don't want to not do it right.
Okay.
Let's just move on. Sorry to throw us off track.
Hallelujah. Well, birthdays are important around here because people pay us for their birthday, and it's a beautiful thing, like late fees. You guys started it, we didn't. Is it Donna's birthday? Why are you guys at? Do you believe Dave?
Who sent this thing that says "Happy birthday to me"? Gotta spread the love somewhere, and I don't want to misidentify this person.
It's like it's like an anonymous birthday thing.
If anyone wants to match this birthday dono, by the way, I'd like that.
All right, we're gonna wait. KH, thank you. The 2 bones. Onward with court.
I mean, they sent it today.
Right.
It's 20. It's the 30th. Yeah.
If anybody knows, let us know. We can think properly. I don't think so.
I don't know.
She hasn't mentioned it. So
I feel like she does. I feel like maybe she has something wrong with her. She's cryptic about it. She said, because of what I'm dealing with.
Not Donna's birthday.
But Okay, we'll get back to that. Just go ahead.
Amy, is it your birthday today? Did you check it's the PP?
No, that's not Amy's name. Not that name I sent you.
Right? You never know.
I just, yeah, you never know. I don't know what. Until this person comes by and tells me it's their birthday.
Yes, yeah.
And can tell me how much they sent to verify it.
I'm not wishing like it's a lost phone in a theme park. What do
Can
look
you
like?
tell me what the screensaver is on this?
Testify. I give everybody time to testify. So this isn't, a lot of people misunderstand and they start telling me their story. This is if you have a particular question for her. Mr. Womble, go ahead.
Okay, so when she claims I was committing the act of road rage, were we not at a stoplight when I exited the vehicle?
Ma'am, were you at a stoplight when he exited the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Womble.
Okay, that's honest.
Okay.
He's not a lawyer.
Why does she keep saying I hit her car? I didn't hit her car.
Okay, that's testifying.
Why does she think I hit her car?
She testified that you did. You don't agree with it. Do you have another question?
Why does she keep bringing my mother into this? You know,
Okay, that's not a question. That's just argumentative. Do you have
no,
a
I'm
question?
bringing her up.
Great
You
question.
know, even in the writing, it says something about my mother. Why?
I'm not
Come
sure
on,
I've heard her
Mom.
say a word about your mother today. Do you
It's
have any
written
other
in
questions?
her statement.
Do you have any other questions?
Yes, have I ever done anything, committed any act of violence, raised my hand towards her, or anything? Have I ever been violent towards her?
Okay. Ms. King, has Mr. Womble ever been violent towards you?
No.
Okay. Mr. Womble, any other questions?
That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Womble. Ms. King, do you have any other evidence or testimony you wish to give the court?
No, not at this time. No.
Okay, and do
Okay,
you
before
have?
we let him start,
I will
stop
come
it
back.
right there real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so I still haven't identified the mysterious benefactor's name over here. But Amy did send over her late fee, and for that, we thank her. Amy, you're the best. Better than most of the rest. Largest late fee of all time, Creed.
That was a Megaluya late fee Amy just dropped.
Amy, a Megaluya late fee, $100 late fee.
Well, you go down in history now, Amy. That's
she's setting the bar very high on late fees. That's like never returning a copy of Beverly Hills Cop she rented on VHS ever. Never, just not taking it back at all. Keeping it.
Oh my God, Amy. Wow.
Wow, Amy. Wow.
I love when we make history around here. I am so confused now. All right. So, and on top, what a weird day this is.
It's the most confusing Friday of all time.
Donna says that it is her birthday today, but that she either did not send PayPal or didn't send it anonymous. No, we've got a name.
Yeah, this isn't
real
this does not say Donna.
Name.
Donna or Lucy.
Donna, did you send a PayPal? And is it really your birthday? Are you guys just messing with us now?
I feel like we're losing our minds today. I'm so happy we're taking the 4th off.
Couldn't need it. And Amy sends
God,
a Megaluya for a late fee. You guys, I don't know what to say.
Around to you after Mr. Womble's testimony for rebuttal. But do you have any witnesses you wish to present, Ms. King?
No, I do not.
Okay, thank you. You can go ahead and mute for the time being. And Mr. Womble, I will hear from you, sir. All right, Mr. Womble, I'm going to ask some questions just to get us started. Okay.
I did notice. Did you notice she kind of is talking? I don't mean this in a mean way by any means. We're joking and laughing and having a good time, but she does. She sounds a little sickly, and I don't know if
she looks sickly. She looks poorly.
She does. And so that is a concern.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me about, why don't we start with what happened at the
He's aggressive.
stoplight. Why don't you tell me what happened? If you
Okay.
agree that you were there at all.
Yeah, I was. And I was actually at the light exiting the interstate.
Dave, thank you, Two Bones. And one more thing I did want to point out. Is it kind of odd that he feels as if that's completely normal to get out at a red light?
Yeah. Had you ever done the thing where you get out the car at a stoplight and you run around the car? Everybody runs around the car and gets back in the car. It's like a fire drill of some
That's
sort.
yes, I believe that originated in China. I think
Maybe
that
allegedly.
It's not Amy's birthday.
Hey, I don't know whose birthday. I mean, I know whose birthday it is. I just don't know what I should call them or when they sent it today, or if they're even here.
Donna,
you ain't 53.
Happy birthday!
Are you?
What is happy? That's even better. Let's just do that. Just happy birthday, everybody.
If you're watching this in the future, we apologize. We really do. Just go to another video right now. Just stop watching this one and go to another one.
Sorry.
Just give up on this one.
It's a rare day in the chat, I tell you.
And I was sitting there by myself, and cars filled in.
And now Jay, we're never gonna get through court today, you guys. Jay with 5 memberships dropping them. She's already sneezing away. God.
And I see Dave has sent like birthday wishes to 10 people.
Courtney's birthday today too. Amy's birthday.
Of course, the left lane was open. The car came by. I didn't really notice anything. Something just told me to look, and I started looking, and she had like a scarf over her head, and I crept up a little bit, and I saw it was her. And I haven't seen her since October 13th, when I dropped her off at the airport. Whereas she had, I've been helping her out since this time last year, financially, as a friend and as our what we are, with no stipulations, but no anything. She had asked to borrow money for an attorney to.
Thank you.
That was one of the last time that I did.
Does this have to do with the road rage incident, sir?
Yes.
Okay,
It's leading up to it. Yes, ma'am. So like I said, I hadn't seen her since I dropped her off at the airport. And prior to that, she had told me 5 hours before she was going to go on this trip that she was going. It was a bait to try to see if I would get upset. And then, of course, acting normally. I'd say like any normal person would act. And then her first response was, "You're like my father."
Mr. Womble, I asked you
I'm
about
trying to tell you. I mean, to raise my voice.
He's yelling.
So she takes the money that she wanted for a lawyer and goes to Costa Rica. Tells me 5 hours before.
What?
It's upsetting. I still take her to the airport. Give her a sweatshirt and stuff. I know it's gonna be cold. So I don't see her. Since then, she causes.
What is going on?
Another development to happen while she's over there.
She borrows money from him for an attorney and uses it on vacation to Costa Rica,
where it's cold apparently, because he also bought her a sweater. If today's show is defined as a person, it'd be Mr. Womble, right? That's how today's show's going. His testimony is about just as good.
To
birthday meatloaf.
In order for her to, I guess, have an excuse for herself to leave me. So I didn't see her. I hadn't tried to find her. I know where she lives. She's close. But I happened to see her. So we made the left. I beat the horn twice. She didn't look over. So when we came up to the next light, it was red. So I put it in park. I went over there and I tapped the window. That was all that happened.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, thank you, Mr.
No
Womble.
road rage.
I have another
No road
question.
rage. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So back in November, did Miss King communicate to you that she didn't want to have any contact with you?
She's I don't know when, I'm sure at some times she's made that comment, just as I have to her. When she first contacted me this time last year, she was wanting to borrow $250.
Mr. Womble,
No,
I'm
hold on.
sorry. I
gave-
know, I'm
I
gonna
gave-
say something to you, Mr. Womble.
I
I'm
gave the
sorry.
money after not to
Mr.
contact her.
Womble,
Can I tell my
I-
story?
yes, in a moment. I'm gonna tell you something, okay? We are here about stalking that has allegedly happened. What happened last year about money is not why we're here right now,
You
okay?
asked her if she
Mr.
asked me to
Womble, I'm
leave her
still not
alone.
done talking. I want to ask, I'm not asking you about if you've told her to not contact you in years past. I asked you if she contacted you in November and told you she didn't want to hear from you, or when you
I don't
contacted
know.
her.
I don't know
Okay,
what she said when she said, as far as that part goes, because she could flip a switch on at a moment's notice.
so do you
God he's
recall
calm.
her telling you at some point in the late fall, the end of 2022, that she did not want to hear from you anymore?
I don't recall
Okay.
exactly.
Do you recall getting blocked with text messages?
How would I be aware that I was blocked? I mean, she ghosted all the time. That was part of her condition.
Okay, so okay.
She's got a condition that makes her block people.
When you, between November and now, did you have other communications with her where she would say, stop contacting me, or something to that effect?
No. And like I said, there's no stalking going on. I mean, there's nothing. I mean,
Have you been communicating with her since November?
yes, there's been some messages written. That's correct. Yep.
Okay. How often would you say that you've either texted, called, or emailed her since November?
Well, I don't recall emailing her. If she's referring to email, then it might have been a response to a text she had sent while she was in Costa Rica. I mean, maybe it was like an email text. I don't know, but I never like flat out emailed her.
Okay, well,
everything was
forget
done
about the
through text.
emails then.
Yeah.
Have you heard from her? Did you communicate with her
Yes.
since November?
Yes.
Okay,
And most
Was it on
recently, I
her
submitted
birthday?
some documents.
so you've submitted some evidence for the court?
Yes.
Okay. Madam Clerk,
Oh,
can
he's
we
got
take a look at
receipts.
that, please?
Thank God.
I'm kind of surprised he's got some receipts. I didn't expect that. They're going to be.
Is
terrible.
it labeled Mr. Womble, or are we just gonna?
They're gonna be awful.
Honestly,
She's doing this.
I had
She
quite
got to
the-
pay him back the money.
time this morning.
I don't agree. I do not catch, like, I understand that we're talking about some money here, and he threw. I don't get that whole like sugar daddy vibe, or sugar mama vibe at all between this.
Old friend that she knows is a easy mark, maybe not allegedly.
Maybe there could have been a little bit of this, but I just don't see, overall, like the traditional form of it, if you will. Thank you. That might be. I think we all are, including everybody in the chat today too.
It's a weird one.
Entirely possible. Anybody know whose real birthday it is? It sent us paper.
Name starting with a J.
Yeah. I believe JCK. And that is not a joke.
Morning trying to convert it and get it sent. I finally just got it sent in the right format. It's my first time doing this in quite some time. I'm not very proficient. I mean, I might.
No one's had a stalking thing
I
against
had to
me in quite a
mark
while,
everything with
Judge.
a pen, and then once you do that, it duplicates them. And
Okay,
it was
Mr. Womble, that's
very
okay. We know
challenging,
it's
very
difficult.
challenging. Very
So,
challenging.
what are the exhibits that we're going to be looking at?
It's some of her responses since November.
Okay.
And an
All right, let's
email
pull
from-
one up, Madam Clerk, please.
There was
so we
one
can
email.
Focus our conversation, our
was one.
testimony.
Okay, that is an email from. She stated in the statement that I was aggressive the last time we split up, and this is our communication from that last breakup. Nothing aggressive. I'm just countering what she's written. I'm not a stalker.
Okay, we get it, bud. We understand. You're a stalker. I mean, not stalking her.
It's from 2005.
This is from 2005?
Yeah, you see up top there?
Yeah, so this isn't
2005.
Since November.
I understand. Okay, yeah, you're right. But I do want to say,
Well, he attempted to come with receipts, and
2005.
they're as good as I thought.
It has been a long time since you've sent somebody something like this. 2005.
2005.
Here's a letter
that
she wrote me
counted
at
her-
study hall.
She was 18.
aggression comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we have anything that else?
Yeah. If you pull it, just all the other ones are text that she's written back.
Okay.
I'm the 10.
I'm the 10. Who's the 10? I'm the 10. Craig, you want to read some of those?
Well, she does.
Mr.,
She admits right off the bat that I apologize for using you, then ignoring you. I don't respect men. I used them to run. Nah, this is her getting pissed off about something and coming at him. That's what I think, but I could be completely wrong. You didn't deserve that. I'm so sorry for causing you so much grief. I will never do it again to you or anyone else. I will pay you back. And then he comes back and says, if your divorce is what it appears, then he sucks, because what about in sickness and health? He never loved you. You could, wow. So she was married. Did I miss
She
that?
was married. We didn't even, it seemed to think that she was like a single lady all these years, but apparently she's been married and whatnot.
Wonder how long ago these texts were then.
He said it's been since November.
Seattle Jen, making very good.
I mean,
Good
why
show.
wouldn't you want to be a member here?
Yeah, look how great this show's going today.
So good.
I mean, of course, you can try it. It helps for everyone to be on the same page. I truly love you. I don't know why. I just always have. To the bone. To the bone.
To the bone. Na, 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 na. Loved you to the bone. Na, 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 na.
Awkward silence while she reads these texts.
Why we read it that amount of time she couldn't read it. She says, "Come on, Judge."
There are a few others where and that's all since November. That's all this year.
I think she knows he's
Last few months.
He's kind of not all there allegedly.
The judge kind of going hard on him.
She is. She's already pissed.
Which is not the first time we've seen such things. But I mean, he's a tool. You start out in his house and then just instantly come outside. It's the minute that the stars then start bitching, because obviously it took a long time to get to the case, I'm guessing.
Yes, it was a packed day yesterday. Packed.
Am I the only one that thinks we're not getting the whole? Now the judge just left. She's done. That we're not getting the whole story here. That there's some things that have happened in the past that has gotten us here that neither of them are talking about at the moment. Does that seem?
I mean,
fair to say
she was married, and I'm guessing I'm just trying to decipher that her husband left her because she was sick. Because he brought up the sickness and health thing.
He only said that she has a condition. So nobody said anything about that.
All right. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what happens when I've been on.
Been on what? Vicodins too long?
Acidin.
All right. So I was saying, trying to get, okay, now I can actually see the screen. Okay. So Madam,
Damn, computer overheated.
Thank you for pulling that up. Miss King, do you have any objection to this?
To the bone.
Coming into evidence again, I'll let you explain it later, but do you have any legal objection to this being admitted into evidence?
Your Honor, I do not.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Womble, when did you receive this, if you remember?
Let me grab my other cell phone. It's on that one. I got the dates on it.
Mr.
I'm
Two
sorry
Phones.
it's not there, but it wasn't that long ago. Within, I think, the last 2 months.
Is he doing a self monologue right now?
Second, no. Be more.
He's going back to the house though, where it all started.
Sorry, I'm an AC guy.
know you have your way of doing things. It's difficult for me, what I've been through.
I know that you have your own way of doing things, but it is difficult for me. This dude, I mean, come on.
What?
Unreal. Unbelievable.
This guy.
And I'm still, and this is shocking.
I don't want to say I
I've
hate
never
him.
had any issues with me.
He's monologuing.
I'm not that type of person.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't even realize he's saying shit right now, right?
It's like he's like, it's like his voice in his head is coming out of his mouth.
You know, Mr. Wamba, I don't need an exact date. I'm just wondering if you
Well,
kind of.
yeah. I have the messages. That's out of this phone I have here in my head.
All right.
Yes. So I'm sorry.
We're in court though, and that's not how. If the text messages are in your head or whatever you.
It was May 30th.
Well worth it.
Thank you.
May 30th of this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Worth the wait.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want me to see?
Yeah, there's some other texts. I mean, there's 3 or 4
All right,
others.
let's pull up the next one, please, Madam Clerk.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to put these up here.
Why are we full screen on his big
Hurt
head?
so bad.
All right, what we got here?
Oh, stuff's pretty small.
When did you receive this text message?
After the other one. That's probably the last one.
So the smallest one there is apparently proof of getting help.
Oh, he's got like an appointment or something.
About having an appointment, yeah. So there was an appointment made. And that's a screenshot. It's a screenshot. It says, "I'm getting help. You need to do the same. What kind of help do I need?" It says.
Remember, he's in brown, or as he said, tan.
Yeah. Why do you need me to do the same? What do you suggest I work on? That's actually pretty nice of him to ask that. Dave, thank you. Amanda B, late fee, $2 late fee. Appreciate that.
Anybody here got a birthday today?
Yeah, anybody got a birthday and have initials starting with J
and send us cash money.
Okay. Is a screenshot of an appointment that you made, is that legit? Like, you know, like you kind of got to take that.
Still got to go.
Right. So there's that.
Yeah. That was actually that was May 30th too. But that was the last one she's written to me.
Okay. And anything else? Another exhibit, Madam Clerk?
There's some others in there, some other texts. Just kind of want you to get the general idea. That's all. I mean, I want nothing but the best for her, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Even what I've been through, I still want to help
Happy
her.
birthday, Canada.
I think ours is soon too.
Doesn't matter if I'm ever with her or not. You know, it's just that part doesn't
All right,
matter.
Mr. Waddle, that's okay. You don't need
Yeah.
to.
It's called a humble brag.
Around, this guy walks around his house and never stops talking to himself.
Oh, no. He is talking up a storm.
Yeah. I don't even think at this point, I don't think he even realizes.
I did cheat on Michael by staying in touch with you over the years. I'm sorry for giving you hope and taking all the money you gave me. I will send you the money when I can. I am not your enemy. I just want to be left alone. Bye. Bye, bitch.
Whatever. You've always treated me with disrespect, and you always have done the same things to me every time.
So she was married and cheated on Michael.
So she was having an emotional relationship, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want a relationship with you, as you are not what you present yourself to be, and you did more than you're admitting, and I'm always something. Who else you but rest.
When did you receive this?
I mean, it doesn't look good for her, but at the same time,
I'm sorry, Miss King. I didn't ask you what that other text. Did you have any objection to it?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that one was May 26th.
Okay. May 26th.
So yeah, there's I guess there's the question you asked me
Sorry,
earlier
Michael.
right there.
Okay, so she's also asked if she says at the end of that text, she wants to be left alone.
I think that she's talking about not her husband, basically.
Yeah.
Talking to him.
With being with keeping in touch with him. I don't know. Maybe they did have the sex. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go in and out real quick, by the way.
Sure, do your thing. Get your burger. The no dates thing is kind of and I also see another thing about it too that I'm kind of getting the vibe. I think that's the second time we got that into the YouTube video, which is like, in order to have successful YouTube, I apparently have to say vibe a lot. So that's number 3 now. I just got a third vibe in, just so you know. That's 4 now. So this is going to be a hell of a successful video here on YouTube.
Working them in.
I also get the feeling, and I could be completely wrong, but it's almost like she's lashing out with like she wants to end it, but she's coming up with excuses and or almost just throwing. I don't
well, you got to remember, he said she does this. Like, oh, this is just the game we play.
Right.
It'll
so
all
she
be
gets
fine
guilty,
soon.
maybe sometimes. Maybe.
I don't know. Big thank you to all the people I saw in the chat saying they come over from the old KC kitchen court. We appreciate you guys coming over and saying hello. That's awesome. Thank you.
Welcome.
Things don't run as smoothly over here as they do there.
Not today. Anyway.
Not today, no.
Especially today. Today is a double S. I'll BRB, by the way. If we're gonna go.
Oh, great. Go ahead.
2 minutes.
Yep.
Did you?
Go on. Did you? Did Creed pause it?
Mr. Womble, did you leave her alone after
phew.
that text?
No, I mean it's obvious I've written some other texts, you know. I mean, I'm not denying that, you know. I mean, we've got a long history and a lot of things get said. And
Okay.
you know, it's not like, I mean, there's a lot of things that aren't on the table yet, you know, that hopefully clarify some more, you know.
Mr. Womble, we're here about
I
whether
understand.
someone wants,
I
even
understand.
if people have a long relationship together, people can say they don't want to have contact anymore.
I said it to her from day one, and her response was,
Thanks,
"I
Justin.
need you." So right out the gate, I asked her to leave me alone. After I gave her $750.
Well, Mr. Womble, we're not here about a protective order being filed against her. Did you, what else? Are there any other exhibits you want me to see?
Yeah,
$750.
just a couple more little messages.
All right.
Okay, so what I'm trying to point out with these texts is clearly
All right,
what
so
I've
that's
dealt
the
with most of the
address for the
time I've
doctor's
known her.
office.
Okay, we can go ahead and take this down. This one,
Yeah.
please, that has
Okay,
some
yeah.
personal information.
Yeah, so like she says, I need help on something, you know, and then you know, just you know, I ask her, well, what do you think? What I need to work on? And no response. You know, it's like that with most everything. It's a way of punishment for her, you know.
This guy's great.
What she does, and that's all I was trying to show. But there's one more. There's one more that you need to read.
Okay.
It's
Can
a
you pull
banger,
that up,
Judge.
Madam
You got to
Clerk?
read it.
I think that was the last one.
Okay, really? All right. Well, it basically says that she's sorry for giving me hope and taking my money.
We read that. We saw that,
That's
Judge.
what it was.
And when did you receive that roughly?
$750, Creed.
That's a good point, Michael. I want to point out, and I also want to know in the chat if you guys think this too. I don't see really have any evidence whatsoever of any stalking yet from
No, not
either
yet.
side.
No, not
At
really.
all.
other than the judge hates him at this point.
So
5 now.
on the 24th of May, she wrote, I know trust and respect have been broken, but my intention for us is to be at peace, which I'm at peace.
I'm at peace, man. What are you talking about?
I believe that.
I'm at peace.
This is
Peace
ridiculous.
and
The other
love.
thing is-
Peace and love.
Like she like throws out those things, and he's actually like conversational about it, not so much like dismissive or like, you know, F you, shut up, bitch, anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he says, you should probably get help too. And it's like, well, what do you think that I need? I actually think if that is the true context, because we're only seeing little snippets too of the text, though. Let's keep that in mind. Well, no.
What is everybody thinking in the chat? I mean, is anything been established here? Have we missed something through all the weirdness?
The dude's weird, no doubt. Both of them are a bit odd.
He
And
is.
he's probably creeping, but that's just me, you know, throwing that out there.
But you have to still think, did she manipulate him just for money, or she was bored and talking to him, or whatever?
Or,
I haven't seen
things
stalking stuff. Yeah.
Things got better with her husband maybe at one point too throughout all those years. And that's when she kind of comes and goes. And then all of a sudden they have a big fight and she's back texting Michael or whatever his name is.
Wishy-washy. Wishy-washy.
This is ridiculous. Oh, it's so bad.
All
I
right.
don't have nothing to worry about, you know. And trust me, after this, I don't care to contact.
I love hearing him talk to himself.
I do too. And Michael in the chat was right. If the judge would just shut up, just let him go and get the whole story. The actual real
he starts
story.
rambling, we'll get it.
He would accidentally get it.
For a long time.
Mr. Womble, do you have anything else, sir?
Yeah, you know, this time around, you know, helping her, I got to experience a side of her that I never known existed.
Mr. Womble, this is about stalking,
Oh,
not
No,
We're not
no, I
talking
mean,
about
there's
the
nothing to do with
relationship
talking.
and
I have nothing to do with stalking. I mean, if me sending another text is stalking, then that's news to me. I mean, it's not like I wasn't pursuing her like that, you know. Just a lot have happened that you're not aware of, and it's personal, and it's very dangerous what she's done, you know. And when somebody tells you, "I'm going to die a horrible death," and it's someone you love, and you don't understand what it is until they've done it to you. Never in my life did I see what she did to me, you know? Coming my way, you know? She contacted me for help, and look.
Is he crying?
Yes, he's crying.
Okay.
This man's laying his heart out here, Creed. He never saw it coming. He saw it happen to others. He knew it was possible, but he never for once thought it was going to happen to him. And now his world is falling down around him. Like his glasses.
Here I am now. Caught up in this madness she calls.
When did she last contact you without you contacting her?
Right after the so-called road rage. She
And
was
how did
nervous.
that,
She
how
said
did she contact you? What'd she say?
Let me see, I'll tell you exactly. You know, she's just scared, I guess, you know. I don't know. I don't want to scare her. Just mad, you know. Mad how she handles things, you know. It's just unreal. Loved this girl since I was like 18, you know.
Until she's broke up about it too.
Mr. Womble?
What is that? That's not me.
Okay, just want to make sure. Someone was
Yeah.
muted.
I'm outside. Let me see.
Wampa's going crazy, man. He's going crazy.
Are you sure that wasn't some video from his phone?
She contacted me first.
It's like angry porn.
Well, yes.
Whoa.
That's some messages.
Got some other one on the
my dry-
hook messaging me right now. He said,
My dry cleaning's done.
yes.
Damn.
My more apricot polos are ready.
They couldn't get the dog shit out of my trousers. Damn it.
No, that was Court. I'm pretty sure that was on his phone, so playing in the background.
Oh, so it was on May 24th? With that, I know you're very upset with me, but I would like all this to stop, please. When you feel up to it, we can talk. I know trust and respect have been broken, but my intention is for us to be at peace. And I'm at peace.
Okay, so you hadn't contacted her before that?
Let's see. It was the 20th previously, and I wrote, I suggest you figure out how to fix what you have broken. That's what I texted her.
Okay. All right. Miss King, do you have any questions for Mr. Womble that you want me to ask him?
I do not.
Okay, thank you. All right. Mr. Womble, you can go ahead and mute. I'm going to ask Miss King some questions. All right. Well, Miss King, first of all, do you have anything you just want to respond to? And then I'll have some questions.
Oh, I could see him doing one of those, having it on speakerphone, but not realizing it, and still talking really loud into his phone. You spot on, Cage.
I need to grab a tissue, so I'm going to be moving a little bit. I'm sorry. I need a tissue for my nose.
Okay. Go ahead, Miss King.
I really don't. After the second police report that I filed, I was told by the police officer that since I had blocked him and the communications on my phone stated unknown, that would make it difficult to prove that it was, in fact, Mr. Womble that was contacting me. So I unblocked him at that time, and sort of give him a way to vent all these things that he felt that he needed to communicate to me. But that's about it.
Wow. Very, very well put.
I have communicated to him many, many times to just stop. His demeaning comments and his just very, very ugly statements to me.
I haven't seen those.
Us up to today.
Miss King,
Did we see those?
Were any of the messages you sent basically in the last few months after you asked him or told him to stop contacting you, were there any of those that were besides like, I want to be left alone, or that you wanted this to stop?
Yes.
I mean, so some of them they weren't about that. I'm sorry, my question
No,
was yes.
Yeah. No, they were. You're asking me if I had asked him to stop texting?
I guess what I'm asking you is because we've heard and seen some messages.
Yes.
And I guess I'm asking you if all of your communications with him since November have been in the context of please leave me alone, please stop, something
Yes.
like that.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right, Mr. Womble, do you have any questions for Miss King? You can ask me to ask her.
I can see that. Tidy whities, of course.
I have nothing left to say, honestly. I mean, this wasn't necessary. That's all. I mean, that's not a question. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say at this point, you know?
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
All right, well,
Yes, great.
I think the position is, and I'll give you both a chance. I mean, I will briefly listen to you each of you to sum up what you're asking the court for. Mr. Womble, you can briefly tell me what you want. I'm guessing is that you don't want the stalking protective order to issue.
Yeah, there's no actions that have occurred that need that. To put that stain on me. I've already got the stain where it shows up now. I mean, I've
Stain
done
on
nothing,
me.
or the police would have been here, you know. I don't want to hurt her. I mean, even the way I feel now, I mean, if I were to see something going astray with her, I would be there in a heartbeat, you know, it's just
I'm
the
for
way
you,
I
girl.
am, but I don't
I'm your ride
Have
or
a-
die.
urge to hurt her in any kind of way. She has no reason to be scared.
I'd kill her
Um,
ex-husband if she want me to.
Okay.
If I had the
I
choice
offered.
of, I mean,
Offered 3 times.
of something that would be considered like a get back or revenge, it would be for her to feel what she's caused me to feel for a couple weeks straight. You know, that'd be it. Just to let her experience what I've gone through.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Womble. All right. You can go ahead and mute, sir. And Ms. King, do you have any final closing?
All right,
that you're
pause it
asking
right there.
for?
Walter.
She's about to hit them with the decision. Walter is our leader. What do you guys say? Is it going to get granted, not granted? Get us your answers in now, deny, or granted. Let's hear it real quick. Again, I don't know. I didn't see much of anything. I mean,
No.
unless she goes on to
I-
stuff about the road rage, or again, we've heard it a few times of people saying, well, I told him not to contact me. He contacted me. I don't know. He's definitely weird.
I don't know. Flocka? My assessment, and again, this is just my thoughts and feelings, is that there's either an underlying thing that we're not privy to, or some things that have happened that we're not privy to, or she can't help herself and this is her one way out of getting out of it. I don't think that it has any stalking. I don't think this is a permanent solution to, like, if you can't help yourself, keep going back to get more money, or maybe she has a problem with that. I don't know. I still don't see this like as a sugar baby thing.
No, not at all.
Necessarily.
I
Like,
just
yeah,
feel like
she's used them maybe for some money. She's kind of
Yeah.
admitted it, but I don't know if that was.
he's a soft touch. I mean, it's not hard. I'm sure she only asked one time.
And I hate to say this, but glitter fart, I think you guys are right, just simply because of the way that she was kind of going at him.
His behavior's been really strange. I think that might play
Yes,
into it too. He was yelling at the judge. Remember? I mean, so
Well, he
him
was, yeah.
tapping on her window could be far more aggressive than just tapping on the window.
Now, do you think that it's granted just because the judge is going to grant it, or you guys feel as if he's a stalker? That's the other question we should have asked too. Like, I get, like, it's probably going to be granted, but is it because you guys feel like he's a stalker? I don't know. From what I've seen, he doesn't seem to be. Yes, he's weird, but go creepy,
Super creepy.
but
Allegedly.
I don't know if he was really enough, again, this is court, but yeah, almost like she can't help herself, Crass. Maybe that's what I was trying to say. Like, almost like, well, this is one, if this thing gets granted, then I have to stop my addiction of keep talking to my emotional guy that obviously loves the living crap out of me.
Oh, to death for sure.
That's true. She's dropped a few hints there.
All right, well,
That's for sure.
let's
That's
find
it.
out then.
Besides the 12-month protective order.
I just asked the court to extend the protective order so that he will not contact me.
One last thing, and I need to say this again, because we see so many of these. You got to remember how much this can potentially affect a person that has an order against them, and how bad that looks. And too, sweet, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
And I almost feel like maybe he has one against him already. because he said, I can't have this stain too. I'm already stained as it is.
Yeah, he did say that. You're right. So that might, I guess.
And he says,
yeah,
I hadn't had to do this in a long time. So, and I'm like, does that mean he's done this before? No, it's maybe. We don't know this guy's record. I'm sure somebody can dig into it and tell us. And
remember, the judge sees a lot of the other stuff too, probably while we're flipping through all of this, that probably doesn't make it to, so I mean, there's got to be notes, there's got to be things about the case that she's privy to that we don't see.
All right. I am going to issue a 12-month stalking protective order.
Look at him.
The conditions are going to be these.
He's losing it.
What have I done?
Excuse me, Mr. Womble. Mr. Womble, I am issuing this protective order. You are not to contact her. You are not to come within 100 yards of her or her immediate family or her residence, her workplace, or her school. You are to have absolutely no contact with her in person, over social media, text, phone, any kind of communication whatsoever. She has made clear she doesn't want to talk to you.
He's on her way to her house right now.
You are not to contact her. That is going to be the 12-month protective order. It's going to be in effect from today until June 28th, 2024.
Oh, the middle finger, baby.
Was that the middle finger?
Yes, it was. Rewind it.
Please be kind. Rewind.
He hit us with the finger.
Tommy, not so much. You really can't 100% say that, because there was a couple, and she admitted it, that she blocked him and then went back for more.
It's a game day play, he says.
Yeah, he's pissed. God, I wish he would have
so
any kind of communication whatsoever.
You can read his lips.
She has made clear she doesn't want to talk to you. You are not to contact her. That is going to be the 12-month protective order. It's going to be in effect from today until June 28th, 2024.
Yeah.
All right.
As middle as it gets. Fuck you, asshole. What he just said.
You are both.
There it is again.
Excuse Miss.
Whoa. Come on.
You will get a copy of the protective order.
Boy, oh boy, what a guy.
Shelly, I always get that confused a lot.
It's just because
temporary.
It's a
as
temporary.
Soon as you file that, and you've got, if I'm not mistaken, and Mikey, correct me if I'm wrong. If I were to file one against you, right, we got a court case coming up.
Meant you couldn't contact me at all until the case gets heard by the judge. It puts one in place until we find out if it should go for 12 months.
However, I think that Mikey caught that one where he said that about that he's already. So I would imagine it's not the only lady that has one against him, and again, that's another thing that the judge would probably know. I would imagine. I mean, I know.
Yeah. Because look, you can't say the judge was wrong, because look how he just went nuts right there.
So at the very, very end, did that display kind of change Creed's idea?
I mean, he went nuts. Went nuts.
I mean, when you're flipping off the judge and although, and again, in Mystic Lady, I see some of that in the beginning. How, I mean, yeah, he was being a little annoying, moving things around. But my God, what court have you seen where they're not? Everybody's not doing that unless you're on their ass. Wow, what a case.
Look, we could have probably backed him up a little bit, like, maybe it shouldn't have been done. But then here at the end, he looks like a complete nut job. So, all right. So again, we don't know whose birthday it is. So
handle this one.
I'm going to let it carry over.
Okay.
To we got to chase, and maybe we can find out whose birthday it is. But
so to explain again, if that person is here.
If you sent us PayPal because it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Please tell us it's you, because I have I'm guessing your real name. And I don't want to put your real name out there. Well, I'd rather you stay under your screen name. But I mean, it's not. So I'm gonna have to do this twice, but it's all right. So, Yeah, happy birthday to you, mystery person.
As a
And $20. 420. $420 from this person that I can't even tell a happy birthday to, because I only have your PayPal name up here. Thank you. And I'll thank you. We're going to thank you again next show until you reveal yourself to us, because
if you want to stay anonymous, at least email us, or if
the
you're in
funk, is
Discord.
that you? It could be the funk. Funk, did you really send that much money? You sent it?
Are your
I know Funk does have a different name.
JCK, is that your
And she sent an email. Okay. See, how am I supposed to know that? I'm over here doing the Lord's work. I thought that okay. Then it is the funk. It is the funk 100%.
the funk?
I know
My
exactly
God.
it is the funk. Funk.
Have we figured?
The whole show was about you today.
First of all, wow, my God, thank you. But second of all, it's
See, I knew I'd seen that name a million times, and I'm like, whose true identity is that?
God almighty.
So we got to chase. It'll be the Funk Express. So.
Boy, you ain't kidding.
Funk, we
thank
appreciate
you.
that. Me and Creed will be splitting that monies up here as soon as we get off there.
Creed will
be taking it to the casino. He's going to the casino. He's
blast
eating
that away.
all the gas station food he wants.
Listen, it's awesome, of course, that you sent that over, Funk, but the fact that it derailed the show the way that it did today, it messed with us as good as it did. That's the true beauty of that one.
If you haven't watched this show, Funk, rewind, because it's all about you.
Yeah, I just didn't miss the show.
Top to
You
bottom.
got to go back and the
It's all
derailment
about
was
you, so
amazing.
go back and watch it.
That is too funny. My God, you guys are absolutely amazing.
God.
Seriously, Funk, thank you very much. Kiernoth, 420 there too. I appreciate you guys. What a
I'm not adding any more names, by the way. You can just put them on. I'm done writing names for today.
What a fun day. And by the way, I know I say this a lot, but man, you guys had me so cracked up in the chat that
I had to hide it so I couldn't see it anymore.
There was a moment that I just completely zoned out on what was going on in there, and I was watching you guys making these pretty funny, including a few that I could not put up, which I starred. Go back so Mikey and I could laugh at for a second.
And by the way, Funk, thank you so much for this email. I've just sat here and read it.
Oh, you got it. All right.
I'm going to forward this over to Creed so he can see it. It means a lot. This is very nice, and seeing somebody say stuff like this in an email means the world. We would really appreciate it. Not just the money, but this we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Funk, come on back, because I have a feeling this is probably going to be named after you for the chase today. The one finger salute express. Yes, that guy really at the end, man, he blew it. He blew it. Get ready. Dave, thank you. Dave times like 100 today, I think. Donna, Shelley, Heather, welcome. Tell him Steve, Dave. Carol, Amy, big late fee. Yes, my God, megaluya on a late fee. Dave again. KH, Dave. J, Dave. More Dave, KH, Dave times 3. Bonsai, Michael, Dave. Guess who? Dave is running out of money. Leather and lashes, thank you. Dave, Dave, Seattle Jen, welcome. You made great choices today, Seattle Jen. Amy Elizabeth, Dave, more Dave, Amanda. See it? Did I say that right? My God, the funk. All of you. Thank you so much. Maybe. Emily's at the beach all weekend, so.
It's either slots or sluts. Creed's got to decide which one it's going to be tonight, boys.
Exclamation point sluts.
He's got money for both.
There you go. And stay.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I hope that today's We Got a Case sets a tone for the rest of the day. We'll be back Florida Friday today.
God. What a lot of fun. And members only today for the main channel, Credence and Mikey. So if you're not a member over there and you don't want to miss some of these here shenanigans.
And a dog.
Go on over there and do that. About 30 minutes from now, we'll be dropping a new court case over on over on Credence and Mikey. So go to check that out at 3 o'clock. And then again at 5:10, give me and Creed a little leeway in case we go long today. You'll have a gem from our good friend Judge Middleton. So don't miss that. Woo! I need a nap. Stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. You never know what's going to happen around here. Top Guys out.
37 starred. Oh,
jeez.
This one got me there, though.
That's a good one.